Okay, I think we are live, Marcia. Okay. Yes, I don't know,
Okay.
Lorraine. Hopefully, if she join us, I can always put her in. I can add her because I can see her at the bottom of my screen. So
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. So she might be getting glammed up.
Listen, put us to shame last time. I said, okay, okay, Lorraine, I see how you trying to do us.
She
That's
probably got a
fine.
whole team. She probably got a whole team over there.
That's why she's not answering. She go, hold on. I got one more eyelash. I got one more eyelash, right?
But girl, look, the prayer call was really good, and I liked it because it made me feel like that's something that the family should get together and do once a week.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because whoever that person was that prayed the first time, I don't know if she was our family or his family.
Mhm.
She was powerful. She prayed like with authority. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
like, wow. I
those
mean,
are the
it was a
best.
really nice call. It really was. I was like, wow, they need to do a Bible study. It was like having church on the
That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
That's
I'm hoping
awesome.
they do it again. I'm hoping they do it again, but they say he's doing better. So, you
Yeah,
know,
it's like
yeah,
thank God for that because like so I know I did my own little special prayer,
yeah,
um, for him and for Mia really,
yeah.
um, but my
I think
daily
Mia,
prayer has
I think
been
Mia, she has it, but she don't have symptoms.
okay. I got you.
But see, I don't know if it's going to turn into symptoms. I don't know, but they're saying that she has it, but she don't show the symptoms of it.
Got
And
you.
that's one of the things that the person that was doing the moderating it, that's one of the things he was saying he thought was a blessing that even though this is a plague, you have 80% of the people who, even though they may carry this virus, they're not going to show any symptoms of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was crazy. But I was going to play a oh no, I was going to play a clip of that Scarface interview because he was describing the symptoms. Did you hear that?
Yeah, girl. Yes. He was like, "Yo, I felt like I was about to die." I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, but the scary part about it is he's saying he don't know how he got it.
Right, right. Because he said like he didn't travel anywhere. Um,
He
you know,
wasn't
he
around people. He sounded like he stayed to himself.
yeah,
So I'm thinking if he stayed to himself, how did he get in contact with it?
bingo.
You know what I mean? I'm like
Yeah,
he had to have been somewhere. But he was
right. You
making
would
it seem
think.
like you don't understand.
Right, and unless it's like he touched a handle, so or I don't know, because people be forgetting like where they go, or they
Mm-hmm.
don't like connect the dots sometimes. So
Mm-hmm.
like maybe he went grocery shopping, or somebody went grocery shopping and they touched a handle that he happened to touch as well.
Yeah,
And
and it's like because the information that they're putting out is just like they just keep saying certain things to make you think that's the only way you can get it. Like at
right,
first, it was if you were out of the country and around someone Asian. Now unfortunately the Asian people getting
I know,
harassed.
poor things. I said,
Yeah,
oh
and
Lord.
so they keep putting it like they kept saying young people couldn't get it. Now you seeing all these young people getting it and dying.
Yep, yep. It's like
So
y'all,
it's like people hold on to those facts, and so he can't understand it. In his case, he should be the one that shouldn't be surviving. Because did you hear
right?
all those ailments that he had?
Yes, yes. I said, sir, honey, you have a dedicated medical team just for you.
Yeah,
That
he on he said he on dialysis. He
right?
got all
Kidneys
kinds of
failed. I
problems.
said, sir, like, are you all right? Like,
Right. I'm like, I thought they said people in his condition don't make it.
right?
Yeah, he making it, and then you have a few people that's healthy that's dying from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
is it the health thing? Because way he was saying how his health is, I'm like, well, why is he even still here? And he sound like he's on it, getting better in.
Right. I said, sir, get your whole life, please, because
And look, he said he can't even go back to dialysis until the virus is gone. Did you hear him say that?
right. Yes, I was like, so what are you gonna do in the meantime? Like, you know what I mean? Because
But he been riding it out all this time. It
well, I mean
seems like
that's
he's
true.
had it for a couple of weeks or so.
It ain't safe. That is not safe.
But nobody,
No, right.
nobody, right? Everybody think, oh, I'm young, I'm safe, I'm young. Nah, not
No,
necessarily so. Not
right.
necessarily
It's
so.
like you are not impervious to this virus. You know, like you have a higher chance of surviving it.
Right.
You know, but that still doesn't mean that you want to go through that. And we still don't know any of the side effects for people who have it, who had it and recovered.
Right.
Like, is your life going back to normal? Are you always going to have, or are you like, are your lungs always going to have a deficiency?
Like,
You know,
yeah,
and
are you
like,
always going to have an issue?
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Because
is this going to be like a seasonal thing? And each year now you're more susceptible because you had it at one point in time. Like, how does that work?
right. And my thing is, are you going to take the vaccine when it first come out? Because I'm not.
No, I sure won't. Listen, I was telling
I don't
Harold,
trust it.
I was telling Harold, I said, look, 10 to 15 years from now, we go see commercials. If you took the vaccine, blah, 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 and your loved one has suffered, you know, like, please call this number.
I am not taking it. I'm not trusting it. I'm gonna let some other people test it out and wait
Listen,
about 5.
right. Just like when they say, okay, everyone is good to go outside, I'm gonna wait a week.
I'm not gonna be the first one outside.
Sure won't. Sure won't. Nope. I'm gonna carry on just as I've been doing.
Girl, can you imagine? I bet you a whole lot of people not gonna want to go outside.
Nope.
They're gonna be
Not
like,
at all.
okay.
Right. Y'all can go if you want to. Okay.
Girl,
Shoot.
but now
That's
on, everybody gonna be walking around with masks. Girl.
right. Keep your distance.
Yeah, and
Right.
and that's the thing. It's like we are, other countries been living like this forever.
That's all.
The
Yes.
United States not used to this.
No,
Walking
not at
around
all.
with masks and gloves and hazmat suits. We ain't used to all that, but some people been living like that forever. We just catching up with the rest of the world.
It's true.
You
It's
know, because remember, we didn't worry about somebody bombing places and doing mass
right.
terror attacks. Now,
Right.
everybody is like, it's just spreading all over the world.
Yeah. That's a really good point. That is so true. And it makes me appreciate the way we have been living to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that we haven't had to always walk around with masks, like because of the smog or the pollution and all that
Right.
stuff. But that also reminds me of somebody was putting something out there. She was like, so my family is like Indian and African or whatever, or like West, whatever they were. She was like, so we've always had like the big bags of rice and this, that, and the other that would sustain us for a while. So she was like, so I'm laughing at all these people all of a sudden now they're trying to grab these products and but then she was like, but that also lets me know that we've always had to live in survival mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, aha, there's the key for
like
that one.
It was normal. Really, that's like a survival thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying last week. Somebody need to make a class.
Listen, here's how to live for 2 weeks.
I'll tell you what, if people don't prepare after this, shame on them.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. If this ain't a lesson, and that's like I was saying last week, with the government shutdown that happened at the end of 2018. That should also been a lesson to people like, okay, this paycheck is not promised. This job is not promised. So can I live off of what I have saved up or what's in my bank account? And if not, you need to start getting some, like put in some work.
Yeah, put in like I'm doing this thing where every $5 bill I just save it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So every time I get a $5 bill, I don't spend it. But what I'm finding is I don't get that many $5 bills.
I love
Ones.
it. Right.
I thought I was
Ones
gonna
and
have a
twenties
whole
and
pile
tens.
full of $5 bills. I don't get that many.
That's so funny. But that's a real thing.
Many $5 bills. I thought I was gonna have a ton of $5 bills. But I'm gonna stick with it because it was like, well, once you do 20s, I was like, no, that's pushing it.
Yeah, right. You right. Look, because you gonna get all 20s. She's like, oh dang, oh
Yeah.
dang.
I ain't doing ones. I ain't doing 20.
5s and 10s. That's it. That's it.
Tens, because you don't really get a whole lot of 10s, but you probably get more 10s than you get 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time I get one, I just put it up.
That's awesome.
And I'm gonna do it like for a year, see how much you have. And I know somebody, he has, those water jugs, the big water jugs. Yeah. He has one for like quarters, nickels, dimes. He has several of them. And when they fill up, he just go take them and cash them in. When he ready to cash them in.
Here's my only issue with those. Who's lifting that?
Oh yeah, well, he a man.
Oh, that's fair, but I know some men. They gonna struggle with that. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
yeah.
those things are heavy.
Yeah, they are heavy, and he a hustler, right? He like old school from the streets, right? And he caught the bank trying to cheat him out of his quarters because he knows he can go by like the weight. And they try to say it was worth one amount. He was like, "Oh no, no, we gonna sit here and count this." They try to cheat him. It was like about $500. They try to cheat him out of.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
See, okay, and that's where that hustle mindset really comes in handy because regular folk, they'll just take it in like, okay, thanks so much, because they don't know, they don't try to do the math behind it or anything.
Right.
They'll just take it.
They just go ahead and just trust that they
sizable amount.
And he was like, "Oh no, I know that's not right."
Wow, it's like, look, we about to count all of these together. You hear me?
Because I mean no harm. If I throw a quarter in the thing, I'm just gonna throw it in there. I'm not keeping track,
right?
How many quarters I'm throwing in there. But people have different ways to save money now because they don't want to put the money in the bank, but they want to have the money available because everybody's feeling like, okay, we're going to get to a time where you're not going to be able to get your money out the bank. And we've seen that happen. And what country was that where the banks just closed down and they couldn't?
That was somewhere in India. That was somewhere in India. Yeah. And that like the dude canceled out like for us like the $5 and $10 bill or something like that. And it was like these currencies are no longer accepted anywhere. And so of course people were like, okay, well, I need to grab up what I have and cash that in for like, let's say a 20 or whatever. And of course, like the banks couldn't handle that.
Yeah, in some places now you can't even use cash. Everything is electronic, electronic payments. You gotta pay through your phone or whatever. They getting rid of currency, so they changing all this money stuff around. I mean, anytime you could go and just tap your phone, and pay. Or we don't have I don't know. Do y'all have the Amazon stores where you are?
I don't think so.
I think they call it Amazon Go. Yeah, so they have like, I guess it's like a convenience type store where you can get like a little food and lunch items or whatever. And all you got to do is scan your phone in order to be able to get in there. And whatever you pull off the shelf, it goes onto your account. And then they can tell if you put something back. I'm like, what kind of...
Listen.
You had to deal with Well, remember we were in Vegas and they had that bar and I was pissed off.
Yes.
That bar was a machine. It was no bar.
It wasn't the whole thing.
Machine.
Wasn't a person in there.
I refuse.
I hate to say this because it has taken like multiple jobs away from people, but that's probably the best mixed drink.
Oh, okay.
That you would have. You know what I mean? Well, no, I don't think any of us ordered anything. I remember taking a video of it because I was like, bruh, this is like 2-3 bartenders, a couple waitresses.
It was only the one guy using, he was just using the laptop. I guess he was just there in case there was technical difficulty. But everybody else, robot was fixing the drinks. I was like,
right, shaking it up and everything.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's just like when I go to the grocery store, right? At first, I used to refuse to use those self checkout lines. I'm like, I'm not using them.
It's like,
No,
nope.
this is not right. Man, I be trying to sneak them out. I'm feeling kind of bad. My sister-in-law, she refused to use them. No, this is somebody's job. I said, okay, that was old school.
Like, yo, so I remember there was one night, this is when I still lived in Nashville, but a friend and I, we were making like a late night run to Kroger, and we walk in, and now mind you, we only had maybe like 5 or 6 items. It wasn't a lot, but we went to like one of the cashiers, and listen, they Black people, and I hate to say that, but they were okay. She was sitting there eating some doggone watermelon at the cash register, like doggone there had her feet propped up. And when we got into the cashier, and when we got into her line, she was like, "Y'all know there's a self checkout." I said, "I realize that."
Take nobody.
Listen, I said, "Look, I realize that, but we're here. Go ahead, scan my stuff. Thanks."
Wow, I was like, man, you bothering her, and she was on the clock.
Right, you over here getting paid, fam. You ain't got to scan for 5-6 items. I was a little baffled.
Yeah, but she must have been young because
she was.
They don't appreciate, they may not. I don't feel like being here today. I don't feel like being here today. But how about you don't be there no days?
Hello.
I know at our IKEA after a certain time. I think Lorraine is coming in.
Okay.
The device not connected. Okay, she's probably trying to get in. After a certain time, IKEA shuts down the cash registers.
Oh.
Everything is self-checkout. And our Home Depot was doing that at one time too. But then what they did was they, I think they started bringing a cashier in. But at one time, even at the Home Depot, where I live at, after a certain time, it was all checkout. And okay, there go Lorraine. Let me add Lorraine. Lorraine, you ready? Just thumbs up if you're ready. You ready, Lorraine? I can't tell. Just add her. Okay, there you go.
Okay, cute. Okay. I thought it was 8:00 Central. I'm sorry, y'all. I see everybody got jammed up. Marcia got a hair down. Karen got a hair in some twist outs.
Yeah, look, you was with the glam squad.
Oh, everybody got earrings on. Oh my god!
Right. Look, don't do me. Listen, look, you're not gonna put me to shame twice.
Get away with it this week.
Next top model. This is supposed to be Sister Chat. It ain't supposed to be next top model.
It's your fault. It's your fault. Coming here looking fabulous. I said, okay, I got you.
Girl, no, we was talking about all of the self-checkout lines. And
I was listening. I had a hard time getting on.
Oh yeah, I kept saying that it was saying that your device couldn't connect. Y'all must be having problems. Oh no.
Okay, let me cut the phone off. Okay.
Oh so yeah. So we was talking about. Did you watch the Scarface interview?
No, I hadn't seen that yet.
He was talking about his symptoms and how he didn't understand how he got it because he hadn't been around anybody. Nobody. He can't figure it out. I'm like, okay. And
that's because his wife was watching.
Huh?
That's because his wife was watching. I don't know how the hell I got it. What the hell happened? I ain't been around nobody. She up there going, yeah, nigga. You never say you ain't been around nobody. That's what that is. He got people looking at him going, nigga, how'd you get it?
Right. You're supposed to be in the house.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in the house. You mean you don't know how you got it. That's what that is. He know how he got it. He know how he got that.
Well,
Scarface is lying.
That's his story, and he's into it.
And he got to. He got to be in that house with that woman now. So he can't say how he got it.
And his house is really big. So he said she in one part of the house and he's in another part.
Oh, good.
So they
well, hope he has a fully recovery with his lying ass.
Yeah, he sound like he's on the. He sound like he's been through the worst of it.
Well, good. I hope he does better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheetahs can live too. Cheetahs should be able to live too. Cheetahs should be able to live too.
Right.
I ain't gonna say that man is cheating.
Yeah, that's what that is. You don't know how you got it. Come on now. It didn't come out the air. You got to have close contact with somebody to get the coronavirus.
Oh my goodness.
I think he might have been at the store or something.
But he ain't saying that. He ain't saying that. That's not what he said. Right? He's saying he don't know how he got it.
Well, okay. Didn't he say that he was out like at smoking cigars or something?
I thought so.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he did say he
but
was
I will also say, like, because people have been saying that the virus can live on different surfaces for a different amount of time frames. You know, so like cardboard is like 17 days. Plastic is like 2 or 3 days. Metal has a certain amount of days that the virus can live on. So I don't know. Maybe,
I think that if it might be able to live on it, but I don't know if it's transmittable because it's not enough cases to justify that to be a way to transmission. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that, because like I guess Marcia, you don't know. In my office, there was a woman who had it.
Oh wow.
And she was working. She wasn't in my office, but she was in the same floor as us, and she was sick while she was working there. She threw up in our back steps behind us, where my office, where we got 2 ways to go in, and then she threw up in the back, and we were just walking around it, but we knew she was sick, but we didn't know what was wrong. So Thursday, I get a call saying that we've been exposed to the coronavirus and that there are going to be some coronavirus cleaning people that are going to come to the office on Friday to clean it up. And so I thought it was like what my cleaning lady does. It's just like wiping stuff off. Girl, they came in there with machines and suits and masks. I said, I'm getting out of here.
Good.
And it was a machine and it's loud. I didn't see the machine because it was up in the front, but the man in the suit and the mask said, "Are you Miss Wade?" And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "We're here to disinfect your office." And I said, "Give me 2 minutes." And I left.
That's real.
That would upset me because I didn't know what was, but
I'm surprised you ain't trying to get one of them suits.
I didn't. He talked to me for like 1 second. And I said, "Give me 2 minutes." I said, because I don't know what it entailed. And I know that probably would have had me all scared and stuff. So I went on and left. And we're working remotely now.
Well, why did you ask them if they had an extra suit?
Right. I should have stole. I should have said, "This will stick up." Strip. I'm taking that.
Right. You're not gonna roll it up.
Be like, give it up. But I don't have. I mean, I have. She has not worked in the office for 13 days in the building for 13 days. So she had it while she was working there. They wouldn't test her. So she had to be really bad off before they tested her. So she got her results on Thursday.
Wow.
But we don't have it. I mean, I'm fine. Sydney's fine. We're fine. There's nothing wrong. That's why that Scarface shit, he lying. Because the girl, because in the back of my office, there's a bench where you can sit on. The girl was sitting on the bench right there by my door. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Even though we didn't have contact with her, right. It was secondary, and we don't have it.
I got you.
So I would like to know what grocery store Scarface was shopping at to see if anybody else at that grocery store got it too.
Well, he didn't say he was at the grocery store. He said he said he went out one time to do like smoking cigars or something he said he did. But the way he explained it is he really don't go out that much.
Right. He's doing the right thing. He said the right words. He said the right words. I don't go out that much. You remember, baby, I just went and got that cigar that one time.
the time I told you about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You remember it took me 6 hours to smoke a cigar? That's why I was at the cigar place. Yeah, you the only one at cigar bar that got the coronavirus. Who else got the coronavirus at the cigar bar?
No, he didn't say that's where he got it. He said he was just saying where he had been. So he didn't say.
And he don't have no friends or no nothing that got the coronavirus.
Yeah, he didn't say that's where he got it, but he was just going over, you know, man, he was just telling the guy that was interviewing him, I think his name is Willie D.
Yeah.
He was just telling him, you know, man, I don't go anywhere. I may go out occasionally and smoke a cigar. I might do this, I might do that. He said, but pretty much I'm in the house. That's all he said. But that's the only place I remember him saying that he may go out sometime and, you know.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and me and Marcia said,
we having a hard time right now. You hear me? It would be.
Me and Marcia said we're not going to get that vaccine when it first come out.
Oh no! No, don't do it.
Yeah, that's a
Tuskegee experiment all over again.
Thank you. Listen, that's what I've been telling people. I was like, all these experiments they did on Black folks. Poor people, no. And we're going to start hearing about it.
I'm
like
not
20, 30
donating
years
my organs. So if something ever come up, I didn't put that X. I did not donate my organs. I do not donate my organs. I'm putting that on blast. Them niggas gonna kill me and take my kidneys and give it to Becky with the good hair. Hell,
you know what?
no.
You know what?
That's why I don't donate. Because I be like, you know what? She can go. Becky needs this kidney.
Right.
we gonna kill this one and get this one to Becky. And I'm B positive too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know, white folks be
positive. You can hide the man, girl.
Like, oh, this nigga B positive.
We can use this for multiple things.
Yeah. They like, cold blow.
You so right.
Hush. She talked to her on the phone. She was laughing at everything.
Like, she was fine, Lord. She was fine.
I think they're going to try to rush and put something out, anything.
Yeah, they will.
I think they're going to try to rush. And just to say they got something, and all these people going to start dropping dead from it. Because they had that one couple, it was an older couple. Remember that first drug he said that was going to be promising?
Yeah,
they took it,
chloroquine or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they took it, and the husband died. I think the wife survived.
Yep.
Well, they got it from fish food. They saw the ingredient on fish food and decided that since it was the same ingredient, that if they ingested it, that they could somehow not get it. And so the husband died, and then the wife survived. But
really,
that was stupidity, though.
That was. I just want people to think. That's all I want them to do. Just think.
Yeah. Well, they said, just treat the symptoms.
Well, I was on the phone with somebody who had a friend that had it, and he went to the hospital, and they gave him Theraflu, and it almost damn near killed him.
Oh, really?
Tamiflu, is that what he called it? Tamiflu?
Yeah.
They gave him Tamiflu and almost killed him. He said it made him worse.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that Scarface said his doctor gave him, that's what happened to him. He gave him that Z-Pack.
Did the Z-Pack work?
No. He got worse.
Oh,
I don't think he's doing anything. You know what I mean? Because this is a virus. This ain't like a cold. This is a virus.
Well, I guess they don't have any guidance on what to do. They just trying to do what they know. Do you know what I mean? Which is know nothing. But the doctors are doing the best. I think they're doing the best that they can, because they said that one of the problems that they're having is that data is not being shared. So if a hospital has a whole bunch of cases, they're not putting the data in so they can look at the numbers and research and see, what's happening. Not, but hell, they ain't got time. Hell, they feel like I got to do something else. I ain't got time to sit down here and write this down.
Yeah, but I thought they were required to do reports and stuff when it came to stuff like that.
Yeah, but they're just overworked, and that's not the thing that they are thinking about, So everybody is not reporting their stats and what they would
They need to get an admin person to do it for them.
That's what I think. They need to have somebody in there to do that. So
yeah, because that's important. Because now I was listening to Trump tonight, and he's saying that it'll probably be another 30 days.
Yeah, he extended to April 30th. Did you see that fool on TV today?
No.
Oh my God, he is.
And that's exactly why. Because I was like, listen, if what I hear does not positively, excuse me, I shouldn't say positive, but if it's nothing that I need to know, and if it's just going to, it's like spark more negativity, I don't need it around me. I don't. I'm just, he's going to be stupid. People are going to be stupid. And it's not for me to figure out. I just need to stay in my lane.
Yeah, because he was getting mad at the reporters today for asking questions. They was repeating. Apparently,
black ones.
Yeah, apparently
one from PBS and the other ones.
Apparently, they was calling him out for some quotes that he made on a Hannity interview. He did. He kept saying he didn't say it. They said, "Sir, these are direct quotes."
Right. And he don't want to hear that. When he messes up, he has a hard time with mistakes.
He does. He's prideful.
And I suspect that's because he was the fuck up in the family. And his father, from what I heard, was very hard on him and really made him feel inadequate. So now he's grown up, not, knowing how to deal with mistakes, because he was probably berated by his father growing up. Even his mother said, there's a quote out here that said his mother said, my son is like really messed up. He ain't got it right. And he said, I pray, Lord help us if he goes into politics. That's what she said. Oh, mama. She said, but what can you do? That's my son.
Wow. Get him a therapy session or a few.
When you white and you got money, you can be inadequate and still get power because merit doesn't matter with them. As long as they can pay for it, they can get it.
They should have had him in therapy a long time ago.
Look, we can all say the same things.
He shouldn't have been voted president. He's not. He doesn't have the acumen to be the president of the United States. He just doesn't have it. He's a person. He's just a regular person.
A regular person who's a sociopath that should have been dealt with.
Right.
When they saw that he was like that. Because he has no feelings, and he don't even try to address the issue that he has no feelings. He don't care. Some sociopaths, they recognize, okay, I have a problem. Okay, so I need to, in this situation, even though I don't feel nothing, I need to pretend like I do. He don't even try to pretend. He's just like, it is what it is. This is how I feel, and that's it. Next question. He always want to be right. It just gets on my nerves.
It's sad. It's sad. Yeah. That's the point. When I watch him, I kind of feel sorry for him because I just can't see somebody being that way and being happy.
You can tell that he's miserable. You can tell that he's miserable.
Always trying to chase validation and approval.
Well, that would tell him that he needs to go get some help. He got the money. I'm quite sure he got friends in therapy and.
But when you're rich, people don't like to tell you the truth.
Because that's true. You typically have a lot of yes men around you, and no one's really being genuine with you.
That's gonna bend over backwards. Whenever he says something, they don't care how it is. They just gonna do it because from him.
And if you hear the people
by his friends,
if you hear the people that talk about him when he's there at these press conferences, they always preference with Mr. President, you're a very good leader. I saw all these CEOs that looked to him and said, "You're the president. With your leadership." Even Mike Pence did it. And it was so sickening to me because they had to placate this guy in order to do their job.
That's I don't know if y'all ever read that book. I don't know if y'all ever read that book, The 48 Laws of Power, or The 48 Rules of Power. Okay. I have that book. I had to put it down. But anyway, that's it's a very popular book that a lot of people read. It's called The 48 Laws of Power. And what they do to him, that's how they tell you to be in the book.
Oh wow!
So if you learn a person, basically, I have to stop reading the book. But a lot of people live by these 48 principles. You learn the person, you learn what makes them happy, and you you alter yourself to that person, to the person that's above power than you. And they always say you never try to outshine your superior. I mean, they got these 48 principles. I had heard about it years ago. A friend of mine told me to get it, and I brought the book, and I was like, "This is some." I still have my book, and I'm like, I can't, because this almost seems evil.
Yeah, no,
Some of the principles that they give you to do, you know. But yeah, if you ever get, I think it's called the 48 Laws of Power. I gotta go look at my bookshelf, see what the name of that book is. But it's a very popular book, and they do that to him. I recognized them as soon as they were doing it. Every press conference, they're complimenting him and making him feel like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh, Mr. President, I'm so honored you had me here in your presence.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Yes, it is.
But you know, that reminds me of as one of these press conferences that he had. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say it was either someone from New York or Washington or something like that, and they were like, "Hey, we need like X amount of ventilators, or we need X amount of resources," and Trump was like, "You don't like." He was basically saying like, you haven't treated me like this certain way, so why do you need these ventilators and everything? It was like him putting his ego and his pride before all these lives that are being impacted because maybe this governor didn't agree with like the one dumbass thing you happen to put out your mouth. You know what I mean? And it was like, really? Like,
well, they had the press conference today, and the black girl from PBS tried to, I think it's PBS, maybe Bloomberg, tried to confront him about that, and he said he never said that. This is what he explained. This is how he explained it. He said, I didn't say that they couldn't reach out for help. I said they couldn't call me. They could call Mike Pence, because if they don't like me, why would you call me? So call Mike Pence. And we're not saying we're not going to provide aid. No, they shouldn't call me. And he really has a problem with the Washington governor, apparently. And so he said, well, they can just call me. Now, they don't need to call me. They need to call Mike Pence. And then he goes off on the Washington governor, saying the governor had a failed presidential campaign and that person really doesn't like me. So why should he call me? But I'm like, why should that even be part of this conversation?
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all remember how Obama, what was his name? The House Speaker hated Obama, the Boehner. You never saw Obama berating him because he had bigger things to worry about. You know, even when the guy, one of those congressmen, when Obama was doing the State of the Union and yelled out liar.
Yeah, like you lie. Yeah,
Obama didn't go the whole, press conference and worry about that guy. When they were doing the birther issue, he may have addressed it a couple of times, but he wasn't irate. Trump is irate over stuff that you should be mad when you're 10.
I know, like a kid.
Years old getting upset about it. But a grown-ass man who's the president of the United States, I wouldn't care what nobody thought about me. I'm trying to lead the country. I'm trying to save some lives. You got a problem with me, take that up when I'm not president anymore. But at this moment, what do you need for me to help you? Because I am the president of everybody. I'm supposed to be everybody.
Supposed to be. Yep.
But he's not, because he has not matured. Whatever happened to him when he was young stifled him from growth. And that's why I feel sorry for him. Something happened to him, and I think his father treated him like a shit. And then it stunted his progress. I mean, he has a sister who was on the United States Court of Appeals who's smart as hell. How does that come from the same house? Unless somebody was abused and somebody wasn't, or somebody was treated bad and somebody wasn't. But his sister is brilliant. She's a brilliant lawyer, and you never hear him talk about her.
Yeah, no, that's true. I don't think I ever knew he had a sister, to be real.
She was on the United States Court of Appeals, not the state level, but the United States Court of Appeals.
Yeah.
You're not no dummy. You're not a dummy.
I think I heard about her either last year. Was somebody resigning or somebody died or something, and they brought her up.
Yeah, I mean, Trump don't talk about her. I don't know why that is, but she comes from the same family, and she's totally opposite than he is. I think something happened to him, and I think that this president thing has nothing to do with leading. It just has everything to do with saying, "Daddy, you said I wasn't shit, but look at me now. I'm the president." But he still can't get out of that. I'm wrong. I don't want to admit that I'm wrong. He's stifled. I think he's still 10 in his mind, and he hasn't been able to grow. And when you give people money and you don't try to help them, they don't have a reason to grow. Because you got the money to be an idiot. You can go in a boardroom and throw papers around, and no one's gonna say anything because you own everything.
But I don't think everybody that's in his financial
will get written up. So who's going to tell you to grow?
Yeah, but I don't think
money. They're not very sharp. So, what do you do?
Yeah, I don't think everybody that's financially like him is like that though.
No, I don't think it. I think it's him. I think he probably was not nurtured when he was a kid. That's what I think. I think he wasn't nurtured.
Was he the firstborn? Do we know like what order he came in?
No, I know he had a brother that died. I think he may have died of drug overdose or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was drug or alcohol.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he became president. And let's just say it. And the people can't see it. This man has a problem. And now we're paying for it. I mean, he disbanded the pandemic committee or whatever Obama started simply because Obama started it.
He sure did.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
He disbanded all his programs.
Just because he did it. No, because he's still mad about what happened at that press conference roast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obama wore him out.
I saw that roast, and he did wear him out.
Obama told him a new one, and ever since then, we've been suffering for that roast.
Yeah, did you see it, Marcia?
I did not.
NPR banquet.
I need to see it though.
Oh my gosh!
President Obama wore. It was embarrassing. I kind of thought it was cruel. I was like, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that like that.
Oh dang!
He was going in hard on him. I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. You should be able to find that. I think it was the NPR annual banquet thing.
They do that press
the press thing. Mm-hmm.
And they roast people. And
he haven't been back to one since.
Obama wore him out.
Right. He said no.
He ain't been back to one since. He don't go anymore.
I think that was the same night that he killed Osama bin Laden too. Or he knew Osama bin Laden had been dead. And he went to that
yeah.
Announcement. Because everybody was like, this man was sitting at this banquet and knew all this had been going on. He came on after the banquet and announced it.
That's
I remember that night.
Obama, Michael Corleone, he don't be playing. I mean, Obama kill you and go eat dinner. Right. Remember American Gangster? Denzel went back there, shot that man, and said, "What was I saying?"
Yes.
Yeah, like it's so easy.
It's so easy.
Well, Lorraine, are you gonna go outside as soon as they say it's okay to go outside?
I don't know. I might give it like 4 or 5 days, see how many people die.
That's what we said. We were like, look, y'all be the first one to step out. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'll be sooner to do it if I do go out. Like, I don't trust that.
Listen, not today.
Right.
I'm gonna treat y'all. I'm gonna treat y'all like the people who had to eat the food before the kings and queens. See what happened.
Right. Let y'all get a taste of it first.
Right. You get a taste of it before I go out there and see.
And look, I appreciate you for the sacrifices. Thank you in advance.
Who wants to be a martyr? Who wants to be a martyr? You want to be a martyr?
No, because people dying to get out. Girl, people dying to get out the house. I was telling Marcia, I got a text today. And the lady was telling me she don't even know what time. Her days is getting up. She don't even know what day it is, what time it is. She's been in the house. She worked for Hopkins. And she got to go back to work next week. So she was like, I can't even keep track of the time. I'm like, I know. Been in the house,
Yeah, I've been in the house too. I mean, I've just been in here. I'm about to go crazy. But
yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, so yesterday and today, actually, I just drove around.
Mm-hmm.
I just drove around, you know, it felt really nice. I think it finally hit like 70s yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
But so like when I drove around, and I took my camera with me, and I just decided to like stop at this little park area. You know, and there were other people there, but I did not come anywhere close to anybody, you know, and I just stood out by the lake, took some pictures.
So was it a park full of people, or?
It wasn't full. So it wasn't actually a park. I was trying to find the park entrance. I had never been there before, and I couldn't quite find it. But along the road, there were like little turnoffs, by like this little river that turned into a lake area. So there were people that were out there that were fishing.
I said I'm walking because I got to go to my stove. I'm making tuna casserole.
Okay.
No, but there were a decent amount of people who were fishing. So I probably saw about 20, maybe between like 20 and 30 people that were out. But you know, there was a group of like 5 or 6 that were all together. They were fishing. Then like a little bit up the road, there was another like 2 or 3 people fishing. And then where I ended up being, there were like little groups of 4 that were fishing or just walking around, like couples who were walking around. But everyone was keeping their distance, you know, so it definitely wasn't crowded.
Yeah, so, they've been clearing the parks here. The National Guard, they see people out. I heard they've been clearing the parks out.
Yeah, well, so I would not be surprised if that's what happens here, because they haven't gotten like the National Guard or any military involved yet. But like someone did a story, and that's the other thing. I was like, media, you know, don't mess this up for everyone. But they were showing people, they were out on playgrounds, pushing their kids in swings and this, that, and the other. And it's like, y'all, you're not even keeping the whole 6 feet apart rule. What's really going on? You know what I mean? Y'all touching all this, that, and the other.
They said that these people are having cookouts out here. My friend, she called me and told me that she drove by the park and it was a whole bunch of people out there having cookout and playing softball and.
Look, nice. There were some people playing basketball, and of course, like they were younger or whatever. And I was like, what are y'all doing though? They were like, well, we're not touching our face. That's not the point. You're still touching the basketball.
They totally missing
that face.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they were like, well, we're not touching our face. Plus, we don't think, you know, it's really going to affect us. So, you know, we just really don't care. And I was like, wow, okay, sure.
Yeah, they're not getting it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you do one man shooting, somebody saying I'm killing everybody that's going outside. I bet you that'll stop it. Just miss everybody. Don't kill nobody. Start shooting. Be like, there's a killer all the little shit people that is outside.
Listen,
get people in the house so damn quick.
and we'll be happy about it. We'll be grateful.
Yeah, that'll get people inside.
All you gotta do is fire one warning shot.
Yep.
Just fire one warning shot.
Yeah, one warning shot in the air. Be like, if you outside, I'm the coronavirus killer. If I see you outside,
you know, okay, but it's true, because like there was another story that somebody did. It was like these women playing tennis, and they had finished playing, mind you, and then quote unquote, oh, we were shocked to see the note that said that this court was closed because of coronavirus. Bitch, you saw this,
right?
You saw this,
right?
And you know you did. You wanted to play tennis,
right?
Just own up to it. I wanted to be outside, so I went outside and I touched all this stuff and whatnot, and then I went my ass home. It's like, you know what I mean?
We got some great tennis.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was ready to pull my Wii out. You want to play something? Pull the Wii out.
That's right.
Pull the Wii out. I don't know why they don't care about what they might do to other people. That's why, you know, when I found out about that woman in my office, I immediately went home.
Yeah.
Because I would hate to be the one, even though I'm fine, but I could be a carrier and don't even know it.
Right. No, it's so true. It's so true. But you know, like this society, like the United States, we are very individualistic. We are an individualistic society, you know, and so if it doesn't make sense to you, or you know, we're always like, hey, do your own thing. What's inside of you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
be unique, you know, go against the grain, blah, 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 blah. We're very much individualistic. We're greedy. We're used to having things go our way, or we want things to go our way all the time. And we don't think about other people as a whole.
Right.
Don't do it because
everybody's calling this a pandemic, but hell, shit been going on in foreign countries like this for years.
Oh yeah, no, it's true.
So this is not, you know, a new thing. It's just new for us.
Yeah.
Right. Did Marcia, have you watched The Tiger King yet?
I haven't. Harold did. He was like, this stuff is crazy. And he was like, stuff that you wouldn't think is normal, thing that you would think are just like way off left is nothing. That is normal compared to what I saw on this screen. I said, oh Lord, I'm not ready.
When
it was a trip.
Real life, I was shocked. It's real life.
Yeah, it was
crazy. That whole show is crazy.
Yeah, and they got all this stuff going on, and I'm like, Lord, what's next? I'm on episode 6.
So I think Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Oh yeah, Carol Baskin. I will never forget that name.
Yes. You gotta watch it, so I guess we can't talk about it too much, Marcy. If you plan.
Oh no. Go ahead, because I really don't. That's a cute shirt. Because I really don't plan on watching it, if I'm being honest. But I might peruse.
Yeah, she killed her husband. Well, they say, don't know if it's true. They say she killed her husband and fed him to some tigers. Okay, two things. One, I have a friend in Kansas City who watched it, but she was like, she like fell asleep. She was tired. She fell asleep, and she goes, "Do not fall asleep on Tiger King, because you're not gonna know what you're waking up to." Right. She was like, that was my one tip. Because the man disappeared. He literally disappeared. No signs, no nothing.
Oh,
and wow. She had him declare. So I guess in Florida, the declaration for death must be 5 years. So the day after the 5-year mark, she went and had him declared dead and got all his property and just gave a little bit to his wife, his ex-wife, and the kids. Kill him.
Wow.
She did.
Yeah, I do think she fed him. I do think she fed him to them tigers.
Yeah, she did.
Probably, but you know something? I'll say that someone I was talking to, they were like, if you want to dispose of a dead body, feed them to the hogs. But go ahead, shave their heads and don't give them fingernails, because they won't eat fingernails or hair, but they'll eat everything else. I said, okay.
They don't eat fingernails or hair?
Yeah, they hogs won't eat the hair of the fingernails. So she said, go ahead, shave them, chop them up, feed them to the hogs, find a farm.
That is so
What movie was that somebody fed somebody to the hogs?
Huh?
There's a movie where somebody fed somebody to the hogs. In a movie, to the hogs. Was it Goodfellas or one of them?
I'm trying to think, because that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, I think it was Goodfellas or one of them movies. They fed the man to the hogs. I was like, oh man. The ones with the whatever the snouts are, the ones with the horns. What are those called?
Yeah.
Not regular pigs, but them.
Right. Yeah, I think they hogs.
The what we call them?
No, I think they are hogs. Are they hogs?
Yep.
Just regular hogs. Yeah. So, but I tell you, this is a good time to get rid of somebody you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I ain't hearing about a whole bunch of stuff going on. People trapped in the house with each other.
Right? Listen.
I'm surprised.
He has a coronavirus.
I heard somebody say, yeah, we're going to have a whole bunch of coronavirus babies being made.
Okay. Right. Shoot, 2033, they're gonna be called the quarantines.
The quarantine babies.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a lot of those. A lot of quarantine babies.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they're doing about sex and the coronavirus.
They still having it.
Yeah, I don't think it's stopping nobody.
That's not stopping anybody.
It's not. I just wondering what they were saying. Not saying that it's stopping us.
Oh, okay. I need to share a video with y'all. So, because one actor, I forget his name, but he is so cute. But he got on there and he was like, y'all, so they're saying not to have sex. They're saying the best thing is just to masturbate or something like that. And he was like, I ain't doing that. he was like, I get winded as it is now. And it was so funny. It was so funny. I'm gonna have to find it and send it to y'all. It was hilarious.
Yeah, what was that movie where they had books were banned?
Oh, Fahrenheit 9/11.
I can't think of the movie. Books were banned, and so they would have sex virtually.
You know
what I'm talking about? And they banned books, and if they caught you with a book, it was like the death sentence, where they locked you up and all kinds of stuff.
Are you gonna die?
Yeah, I think it was Fahrenheit something.
That's from a book. I mean,
yeah, but they made it into a movie
out of it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I want to say it had Michael B. Jordan in it or something.
And that movie is old.
I think they had Michael B. Jordan that one.
Yeah,
like he was one of the officers or something like that.
I think. Yeah, and you weren't allowed to have books.
And you couldn't have sex.
We want to know what's going to happen. We need to watch these movies.
We do.
They done covered it all.
Right. Oh, also, so I was I follow Tyrese on Instagram, and he put up a video of someone was watching Netflix, and there is some show that came out in like 2018, based in Japan, I want to say, and they literally talked about coronavirus 19. COVID-19 and how it was genetically, how it was genetically modified and engineered and purposely spread out. They talked about the quarantine times, like 2 to 14 days of like when you would see symptoms and this and that or whatever. I'll need to find that one and share that with y'all too. But yeah, it was this guy, and he showed the show and like what season, what episode.
Wait a minute, Marcia, is it subtitles?
Yeah, Kathy gonna do subtitles. She just gonna die with everybody else. That's what this guy.
You know what?
Kathy was in the video. I don't give a damn. That's subtitles.
So there were subtitles, but I feel like I still heard English. So you might be saved, sister. You might be saved.
You're gonna be calling us. What they say, girl?
I tried. I couldn't do it.
You know what? Oh Lord. That's funny.
Yeah, so y'all think it's just, I mean, I don't have an opinion because I don't know enough facts, but it's possible it's something that went wrong.
Or something that went right, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I've been there was this one other comedian, he was acting like he was having a red table talk. And at the very yes, right. But at the very end, he was like, you know what, look. Yeah.
I like him.
Funny.
He's hilarious. But I mean, he got it from somebody else. Mm-hmm. But like the whoever it was acting like he was COVID-19. And he was like, now look, because when me and the government had conversations, it wasn't supposed to be like this. And I was like, He said, man, now you tripping. Right.
Said, man, now you tripping. You getting out of hand.
Right. I said, might have worked a little bit too well, bruh.
Yeah.
COVID-19, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, you hear me?
Oh, Lord.
You hear me?
And I agreed to do it, but then it got out of hand.
Right. He said, well, me and the government had these talks. I said, uh-oh.
I know.
I gotta watch that. When that video come out?
It was a couple. Okay. So let me. First off, I feel like I need to like write a list down of things to send y'all.
It's on Instagram. I got that. If you befriend him on Instagram. Yeah, his name is like he calls himself I Am Zoe.
Yeah, he got a YouTube channel. I watch him on YouTube.
Yeah, he's freaking hilarious, yo. He is hilarious.
Let me see if I can find that video.
Yeah, it came out probably. It's been at least a week. Like bare minimum, it's been a week that it came out.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff. He ain't got nothing to do.
Yo, that's the same thing as a Tony Baker. He is freaking hilarious too. He does like voiceovers with like animal videos. He's a comedian. He's a legit comedian, but he does voiceovers for different like animal or pet videos, and it is so funny. It is so funny. Huh?
You said Tony Baker?
Uh-huh.
I have to look him up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you on Instagram, Kathy?
No, I don't have an Instagram account. I was trying to see if he uploaded it to
Oh yeah, see, Kathy don't do that either.
Okay. He does have a YouTube channel. I'm not sure what it's called, but his name is
YouTube. I think I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't have that. They don't have that Red Table Talk on here.
If anybody say that Kathy got the mark of the beast, they a damn lie. Got that mark. If y'all say Kathy got the mark, you a liar. The truth ain't in it. Kathy never gonna get the mark of the beast. Man. Yeah, Kathy don't have that mark.
They got to pin me down. They got to pin me down and knock me out.
If y'all force that on her. Kathy Eddie got any kind of chip, or if I get a free request from Kathy,
none of that.
Oh hell no, that's not her. Be Kathy, somebody out there stealing your identity. I just got a request for Instagram. That ain't her.
That's what took me so long to get on that WhatsApp. Because Aunt Olivet, I think Aunt Bernadette, Tisha, Dia, they had sent me requests. I didn't know what that was. I thought they hacked their phones. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I ain't click on the link.
You sound like Cousin Hilroy. Hilroy said, listen, I'm not going to join because I don't want my information out there like that, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, okay. But Joseph got on there. He was like, nigga, don't nobody care. I was like, fool, Joseph.
Hilroy?
Huh? Yeah.
Hilroy.
Hilroy. Yeah, because Hilroy isn't joining. He's not joining WhatsApp.
But
I thought it was a scam at first.
I know people don't want their information out there. It's too late.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's like, bro.
I just thought it was a scam because it's like all of a sudden, and they sent me these requests. I know at least 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, this sounds like a scam, and I was like, I'm not clicking on it. A lot of Lorraine started talking about it. I was like, oh, I think they did send me an invite.
My friends that live out of the country or who are foreigners and they live here, they use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Like one of my good friends is a Nigerian. That's the only way he communicates with me. And he live in Nashville.
So is it just all
he'll say, call me on the WhatsApp. Why you calling me on my cell phone?
Because you can use it as a telephone too.
Yeah, you can.
You can use it as a telephone. Okay.
Like, so some friends and I, like, we used it when we went to Costa Rica, and like when we go out the country, we'll use it as a tool to stay in touch with each other without having to use like our phone data and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, I know if it was just chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of people use it. A lot of people use WhatsApp.
It kind of reminds me of GroupMe.
But I never heard of that.
Oh, okay, yeah. GroupMe is almost like a toned down version of WhatsApp because I don't think you can call people via GroupMe, but like you can upload. Well, I think you can upload like files. You can send links. You can create calendar events. And there's just different groups that you can be a part of. Chat. It's basically like a better way than text messaging, and you can see all the history and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so much stuff.
Yeah, they do.
You working tomorrow, Marcia?
Huh?
You working tomorrow?
I am not, only because I took some PTO. I was supposed to be in DC with some of my cousins, but I decided to cancel that trip a couple weeks ago. Just because everything was kind of hitting the fan at the point in time. But I still decided to take PTO because I haven't been off since like before Thanksgiving, and it was time. I was getting tired and frustrated, whatever. So I don't go back to work tomorrow. I go back on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, I have a court hearing on Zoom tomorrow.
Oh, that should be interesting.
They not playing.
I hope the technology is good.
They are not playing with parties and everything. I'm like, so if you got exhibits, I don't know how they gonna do that.
You can show them. You can do a whole presentation.
Visible first. You can't. I said in law, you can't just be showing exhibits. This stuff got to be admissible first, and we got to look at it. I said it's gonna be a hot mess tomorrow.
Oh, they can't just show it from their computer?
No, because I gotta see it, and then if I got problems with it, I can say, "Hold up, Your Honor, this is such and such, such and such." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't have any exhibits, but if that other lawyer does, he gonna have a problem. They be like, "Did you just cut the Zoom off?" I sure the hell did. Y'all not looking at that. So let me see. You better scan and email it.
Listen, they gonna do an exhibit drive-through. Get in your cars. Don't get out your car. Lower your window so you can see it.
I just hope that's not what's going, because I'm gonna have a fit. I'm like, so we suspended the rule of evidence now because we in the corona? Is that what we doing?
Well, when they open everything back up, it's gonna be a mess. There's gonna be a whole lot of catching up.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's gonna be a lot of excuses too. Why didn't you get this done?
Corona. Right. Corona.
I was quarantined. I'm not.
Auntie Rona. Right. Auntie Rona.
Corona. You know, your laptop.
We're gonna be able to ride this Corona train for a long time.
So the people who are gonna pay their mortgage next month anyway.
Right.
Like, you never had it.
No.
Didn't have it. Didn't have it in February. Didn't have it in January. But you gonna say Corona? Why?
Yep.
Speaking of
a long time. Everybody gonna be using that.
They gonna ride that Corona.
So I had to laugh because the apartment complex that we're in, and like what we were talking about last week, it's like what people really should do, or I shouldn't say people, but some of these corporations, utilities, rent, whatever, just pardon everything for like a month or two, just to give some people a break. Listen, when I tell you our complex emailed out a list, they were like, so here's some options. This place is able to give you these resources. You can, call us. I mean, they literally gave like a list of 10 things so that you can make your payment on time. And I said,
they ain't skipping out on, they ain't letting nobody skip out on no rent.
Sure ain't. Listen, they said, look, we're going to give this to you in advance. I had to laugh because it wasn't like, we're only going to require like half of the rent or anything like that. It was like, oh no, you paying us what we're owed.
And do y'all have anything saying that they can't do evictions there?
Not that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't looked, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because here they can't do evictions. Nobody better not get evicted right now.
That's real. Well, I think didn't Trump say that, like, officially, like no one can get evicted at least for like the next like 90 days?
I don't know if I know our governor said it, but I don't know if he said it.
Okay, because I thought I heard that from somewhere, from like a legit authority. But
I don't think he has the right to do that unless he declares martial law, and he's not doing that.
Well, Tuesday, he's supposed to be unveiling the plan.
Oh, really?
On Tuesday.
Okay. You mean Dr. Fauci is going to be unveiling the plan?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Fauci needs to be the one to do it.
Better when he talks.
I know.
Let Dr. Fauci talk, please.
It's true.
Dr. Fauci, he knows what the deal is. He would be a good president.
I agree.
He's cool and calm and knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Confident and and he don't bite his tongue. He's respectful. I said he's a good dude. That's a good choice that Trump made, at least with that.
Yeah, agreed.
That guy be but I don't like the fact that Trump can't relay information without having to people.
They just need to let him sit down and let somebody else talk for him.
Yeah, because he just can't do it. This communication.
They already tried to get him to read off the prompts, and he refuses to do that. When he first got in office,
thing he probably can't do it.
He don't be reading it. I mean, no, when he was even running for his campaign, he don't even read them.
Yeah, it's attention span. You ever try to get somebody with ADHD to read something? Deal with a child with ADHD and see how long you're gonna get them to read something. You got about 20 seconds of attention.
Right. Well, somebody need to give him some medicine or something.
Yeah, so date him and let somebody else find a lookalike. Isn't that what the Russian president do? Don't he have a lookalike? Don't he have a lookalike?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that Idi Amin had him.
Yeah, I think Putin has it too.
Wow.
Like, and sedate him, let him go to sleep, and let the lookalike talk.
Right.
It's been like an hour and almost an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, I made my tuna casserole.
Ooh, I want to see it.
Okay, I'll send you a picture when it comes out.
Okay. That sounds. I asked Anna what she would suggest during this time. She was like, "Yeah, casseroles. I would suggest casseroles." I was like, "That's a business." So I'm gonna try my hand at something.
Yeah, I made a peach cobbler the other day.
Okay.
I gave Daddy some.
Yes, I heard. Look, Mom and Dad, they were so excited. They were like, "Guess what? We got peach cobbler from Lorraine." I was like, "What?" They were like, "Yes." They were so excited. They loved that.
Yeah, I only eat sweet potato pie. That's it.
That's it, girl.
Yeah, I don't like all that fruit stuff, filling stuff.
Okay.
I like cheesecake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like cheesecake. I've made an apple cobbler.
Oh, apple cobbler's good.
Yeah, and that's good. Yeah. And I like cherry pie. Like I
do? I don't like cherry pie.
Oh man, look, I will smash that. Listen.
I don't like cherry pie at all.
You eat fruitcake too?
Fruitcake, no.
Too?
Huh?
I've never had fruitcake.
I'm surprised that stuff even so. I mean, I think people just use it for decoration. People really
fruitcake is good.
Really?
I tried that one time. I was like,
I like fruitcake.
I've never had it only because I've heard so many people that like trash, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it.
If it's moist, it's good.
Okay, and that's fair. I figured this. Not like things are not created equal depending on who makes it, And so I'm probably not going to trust like a store-bought fruitcake, but if someone that I know can cook can make it, I'll try it. I'll try.
I don't know nobody that eat it but Lorraine.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have to.
With some
I'll
alcohol.
try it one day.
You know,
you said with some alcohol.
Yeah, and then they got those
have to have a lot of it.
Alcohol in it. They good. You remember that time? Before we go,
enough, I eat it.
Before we go, since we talk about alcohol and food, do you know how Anna had her first drink of alcohol or taste of it? Marcia took her ass to Rome and came back with some chocolate and gave it to my child.
It was not intended.
Yeah, it was alcohol in the chocolate and said, "Here, niece, eat this."
It was grappa, which is basically their form of vodka.
Alcohol in her life.
Right.
I said, that's what they say aunts do. Your aunt be introducing you to the sins of the world. I said, and that's true. That's what she did.
No, it was unintentional though. So okay, because Anna is like a chocolate connoisseur, right? She loves chocolate. It's dark chocolate. So I was like, what can I get her from this country that she's actually going to like enjoy? I saw this dark chocolate. It was like 98% cacao, all this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. Bet we in here. I did not quite see the fact that it said grappa in it because I didn't open up the package because the whole bar was supposed to be for her, right? Yeah. So we get back. I'm like, hey, here you go. She tries it, and I see it's a bar, and it has like these little bubbles in the bar. I was like, huh, that's interesting, but whatever, cool. Yeah. She took a bite. We saw this white stuff drop out. I was like, uh-oh. And she was like, oh, what is this? And I smelled it. I said, oh, that's mine. Okay. Let me take that. Alcohol. Straight. It was straight alcohol.
Alcohol. My aunt gave me some. First time I had, luckily Anna did not become an alcoholic, because then it'd be another issue we'd be talking about right now.
It was only like a little droplet. She didn't even eat the whole little square.
She's never tasted it before in life.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
But we forgive you though. We forgive you.
I just want to give my baby alcohol. I said, oh Lord.
Anna has never tasted alcohol before though.
I was like, Lorraine, I'm so sorry. I had no clue, y'all.
But you get the aunt pass, though. You get the aunt pass.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else would have been body slammed. I would have been.
No, that's it. She said, "Come on out here. I'm gonna strangle you real quick, real quick."
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna great end this broadcast. Wait a minute. Y'all can keep talking.
Okay.
What you eating, Kathy?
Timothy, I ordered some pizza.